Hello everyone, welcome to the Red Men TV, Stu Hall here. Sorry about the delay there getting the stream live. We had a couple of tech issues, plus I decided to spill a whole bottle of Coke Zero over my top, so I've had to get changed. So I am now wearing the new Liverpool third kit. I think it looks alright. I think purple might be my colour. Purple, lilac, anyway, whatever it is, it's fine. But yeah, apologies for going live, but here we are. We're going to rank all of the Liverpool players today on their performance after the Reds beat West Ham United by 3-1 at Anfield. Every player will get a ranking with the boss, with the sound, or you're messing. You're messing is basically they were crap. Let us know your thoughts if you're watching along live now. We'll bring them up throughout the show as well. Free Django's preempted everything straight away, and he said they're all going sound or above anyway, and I would agree. I don't think anyone really was a stinker, so I think you're messing might end up as an empty category. First of all then, let's talk about the greatest goalkeeper on the planet. As Dave says, technical issues or not, I appreciate you waiting for me to finish my dinner. I'm waiting to have my dinner. There's a roast dinner at my house, so I want to get on with this kind of stuff. Alisson Becker wearing the lilac, just like me. I think he feels it a little bit better than I do, although I might fill it out a little bit more. This is a large though, and I'm quite impressed I got into it. Anyway, it's fine. Alisson made one excellent save, a couple of other really good moments as well. Dom Szoboszlai, nice name as well, says put him as boss. You know what, Dom? I agree. It was a boss first save. He couldn't have done much about the goal. He was commanding in the air when he needed to be. The best goalkeeper on the planet. You can be boss. Next, let's have a little look at Andy Robertson. He was next up. A couple of times where he really saved Liverpool's bacon. I'd love you guys to have your thoughts. There was one in particular, like Bowen was just going to get in. I thought Robertson was decent overall, to be honest with you. Obviously, I thought he was excellent against Wolves. Wasn't so involved in the game today. Let's have a little look. Dave, Aaron and Riku have all said put him in the sound. Yeah, Cameron said the same as well. Although Lid said, Steve, you need the next size up in that shirt. I think it fits me all right. I think it fits okay. Look at that. Not too bad. There's a bit of baggy in that. There's a bit of movement in that. It's fine, that. Extra large would be too big. Anyway, it is what it is. I literally had no other option. I was scrambling around the studio looking for a shirt, so we're going for this one. Plus, it shows off the guns as well, and whenever that's a thing, I'll always deal with that. Been working hard at this. Anyway, Robbo can be up a sound. Sorry, Robbo, stole your thunder. Talk about my t-shirt. Yeah, a lot of you guys said sound as well, including Dickie and Jack. I would tend to agree. Interesting one's Virgil van Dijk. A few people critical of him on the goal. I think it was a very well-worked West Ham goal. I think if Jarrod Bowen would have scored from the header from the corner, I think a lot of fingers would have been pointing at Virgil van Dijk there because he let his man go. He does get the assist for the third goal, and I think he looked a nuisance from corners in an attacking sense generally throughout the game. Big Almighty says I'd put him as sound. Virgil says sound for Virgil, which is a little bit of player rankings inception there. Loads of you have saying put him as sound, yeah. Jackson says upper sound. He was still a little bit laissez-faire to me. And Aaron says he was very good. He made one mistake, but he's still sound. Yeah, I tend to agree. I'll put him as sound as well, Virgil. But he got away with the Bowen one. He really did. The header, he got away with that one. Next up then, Virgil's centre-back partnership was with this man. A lot of eyebrows were raised when Joel Matip was in the starting lineup. Was it injury? Was it tactical? I don't know. If it was tactical, it was a masterstroke. He was one of Liverpool's best players. He was absolutely fantastic. There is a little place, you can't see it because this is only a headshot. Imagine this is Joel Matip. There's where Michail Antonio is. Right in there, right in Joel Matip's back pocket. Michail Antonio, chat, and Joel Matip went, shush. Get in there, son. See you later. All the best. Ta-da, bye-bye, goodbye. Joel Matip was boss. He was brilliant. He might be Liverpool's best player in this game. I'd love you guys to let me know later on when we do a little bit of a man-to-match thing who might have been the best player. But for me, Joel Matip was excellent. Philip says Matip is upper of the boss level. He didn't put a foot wrong, and he had the first clearance of the match when I thought they were going to split our defence straight away. Yeah, I thought he was absolutely excellent, absolutely excellent. And then Josh says I love Joel Matip unconditionally. Well, that's a nice way to put it, Josh, and I'm sure Joel loves you too. Yeah, he was absolutely fantastic. Speaking of which, another highly criticised player was Joey Gomez. And again, personally, I don't want to prejudge you guys, so you can let me know in the comment section, again, live right now. I've turned into Andy Robertson. Right now, Gomez. I see, Bexan says, I thought he was sound, but David said he was boss. Virgil says sound, Nos says boss. I think he was boss. I think he was better than Van Dijk, and I think he was better. I thought he was excellent, to be honest with you. He looked comfortable again. I think he was really good. Yeah, loads of you guys are saying boss as well. Jamie, there you go, says boss. So does Felix. Hello, Felix. So does Boss Jan. Loads of you guys are saying... I thought he was excellent. The people who are saying sound, I don't know what he did wrong. What was it that you didn't like from Joe Gomez? I thought he was excellent, to be honest with you. I'm going to put him there. I thought he was... Yeah, I'm not having that. I think he was better than what you guys think. Really, really happy to see him get back to some form. He had a tough time last week against Pedro Neto. I thought he was really, really good today. I'm going to put him in there. He looked good as well. He did do the inverted midfield role. He walked into the Trent position and was fine. That little turn on a sixpence and breaking away, that was excellent. I think I'm going to put I put him up there as boss. I thought he was really, really good. Right then, let's move on. Shall I go for the DM next? I'll go for the DM next. I say DM, he's a number 6. He's not a defensive midfielder, is Alexis Mac Allister. He's a number 6. The assist is brilliant. What a pass. He put it on a sixpence for him. Kieran says he was boss 100. I think that means 100%. David, he was boss again. Riku says he was boss. All the bosses. He was man of the match for Lewis. They're fair enough. He gave the ball away a few times. You're going to give the ball away. Don't worry about giving the ball away too much, pal. It's found. Boss to all. I'd put him as boss. He was boss. Out of position. Every touch made sense. There we go. Over to the Discord, by the way, I'm going to big myself up where Tracy's saying your shirt looked bossy. Listen. Boom. Shakalaka. There we go. Yeah, I'm all right with that. I'm all right. Thank you very much, Tracy. Anyway, Alexis can be boss. I think Matip's still me highest so far, but Ali Maher is up there. Absolutely really, really strong performance from Mac Allister. Speaking of boss Liverpool players, how good is he? How good is Szoboszlai? He is brilliant. What a player we've signed. If we've signed a good one, potentially a great one. This lad is an absolute joke how good he is. In the first half, he was Liverpool's best player, I thought. I think I saw the stat, 46 passes completed out of 47. He was everywhere. He runs for days. He's as fit as an ox. That number 8 shirt, he reminds everyone, a few people keep saying, of Stevie G. He'll go some way to me and Jarrod. In my eyes, that's too much. But listen, he is absolutely brilliant, Dom. I mean, you're biased. Says he's the best signing in a good while. Michael says, boss, I love Dom. No Sobo. I'll call him whatever I want. Andy says the other one. Szoboszlai's the next big thing. He's never had a bad game. Player of the year already. He was the man of the match. Yes, so boss la, says Rabbit. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. What a player. Liverpool have signed. He's a gem. He's an absolute stud of a footballer. Absolutely brilliant. Speaking of absolute stud of footballers, let's get to the next one. It's the king. The king. All bow down. 12 Premier League games in a row where this man has scored a goal or assisted the goal. He is a phenomenon. He is a machine. Put some respect on this man's name. He is an all-time Liverpool great. He is an all-time Premier League great. He is the king. He is Mohammed Salah. He was involved in everything. He was everywhere. Now, there's a couple of times he underhit his passes. Unlike Mo Salah, actually. The penalty, he isn't the most sophisticated pen taker. If Ariola would have even got on the end of that, he'd have went into the net with it. He absolutely rocketed it. Don't underestimate the first touch that wins the penalty. It is a genius first touch. He just says to Aguard, I'm going round you and you're either going to foul me or I'm going to score. Make your mind up, son. The fella fouls him and then Salah goes, sound? All right, I'll just score the penalty anyway because I'm fucking Mo Salah and I am brilliant. Mo Salah, the best player in the league at the moment for me. He's up there. He is an absolute superstar. Put some respect on him. Stop slagging him off. He is the king and he was boss. Right, next up is Curtis Jones, who I forgot to do in the defence in the midfielder's part, it's fine. Sorry, Curtis. You were kind of playing right wing anyway. So, yeah, there we go. Curtis Jones. Interesting with Curtis. Cameron said I'd put him as sound. What I felt, I don't know what Curtis' role exactly was. Virgil put him as boss. So does Big Almighty. And Ethan says he was incredible. Boss. Dickie Red said he was boss. And let's have a little look. Yeah, there you go, Dickie. I'll bring yours up there. There you go, mate. I did mention your name. I'll bring you this shout out. Loads of sounds, loads of bosses. He is underrated. Tyron says I put him between sound and boss. He was solid as always, says Phillips. Always put in a 7 out of 10. His role was interesting, and I don't know what he kept kind of filling spaces for other people. But he done it well. He never gives the ball away. He works his nuts off all the time. He is so intelligent. So Szoboszlai goes central, Curtis Jones like sound, I'll go and stand on the right. Salah goes central, I'll go over there. Diaz goes in, next minute Curtis Jones is overlapping on the left. He gets it. He gets what his role is. Moses says, boss/sound, he never stopped running. And me, 3099, he led the press so many times. I thought he had a really, really, really good game. He almost gets a goal. It was a very, very tight offside. It was just about right in the end. I think he was there. I'd say he was on line with Gomez. I don't think he was quite as good as the super duper stars, but I'm going to put him there. But I thought he was really good. Right then, who's left? Let's go with Luis Diaz first then. Luis Diaz does really well for the first goal, helped linking up with Darwin Núñez. Let's have a little look. Jamie says, too much of our attacking play breaks down with Jones. Are you not watching? I watched the whole game, mate. Listen, we can have different opinions, Jamie. And loads of people in the chat disagree, so it's fine. We can all disagree. Luis Diaz in particular, loads of people are saying sound. And I tend to agree really. I thought he was good. I don't think he was brilliant. A couple of times, I think his decision-making was a bit questionable. So I'm going to put him, not a bad performance from Diaz, but I'm going to put him as sound. Yeah, decent, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. High sound, a lot of you are saying. Wish says high sound. So does Harry. So does Moses. He takes a lot of time on the ball. Yeah, sometimes he does do that. That's fine. Listen, if you've got to have superstars, then sometimes boss sounds good. If everyone's sound or boss, Liverpool have done well, like Liverpool did today. Let's have a little look at this one then. Darwin Núñez kind of helps in the fit. He's really good in the build-up for the penalty. Not only, obviously, the little flick around the corner is not, I don't know if he means that, he's just trying to get a touch, but more in his build-up play. I was so impressed with the build-up play today. He played like a proper centre-forward. You could fire it into him, he was knocking it off. He was strong, he was holding it up, he can run in behind. He missed an absolute sitter. But then makes up for it with a very, very, very good finish. Boss John said, Darwin made me scream again. Okay, boss. I don't know what to say to that, but congratulations on your scream. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's have a little look. Moses, he's improved in his build-up play this season. He was boss, says Darwin. Tracy says the same thing. Darwin was boss for the finish alone, says that in the Discord as well. Let's have a little look. Nunez was sound. He was boss, says... Yeah, everyone's disagreeing, really. Listen, let's have lower boss. He's the GOAT, says Nos. But yeah, lower boss is Addy. Listen, for me, all strikers miss chances, and it was a bad miss. But the good thing is, it didn't get to him. The finish for the goal is extraordinary, because if he takes a touch, he's either getting straight into the goalie or the defenders might close him down. It's a very, very, very cute finish from Darwin Núñez. So for me, I am going to put him there. Boss. Let's do the subs then. Let's start with Gakpo. Cody Gakpo. I've got the subs. Don't worry, the subs. Oh yeah, you're asking where they are. There you go. Now they're on the screen. There you go. They're there for you. So I'll get to them in a moment. Don't worry. Cody Gakpo was sound, I think. Could have got a goal potentially, but he wasn't on for too long. But how good is it that you can take off Nunez and take off Diaz and bring on Gakpo and Jota? The strength in depth is brilliant. I was going to say Cody was sound. Let's go for Jota, right? He gets his goal. Could have had a couple more assists. He was only on the pitch for about 10 minutes. I thought he was boss. I think I'm going to have to put him down as boss, because he had a boss 10 minutes. He'd want more game time. and I'm sure he'll get it. He might start, he didn't play in Lask. He got 10 minutes today. He might go and he might get some minutes against Leicester and bang a few goals in there potentially. I thought he was excellent. Jackson says Jota was boss. His positioning and finishing are so underrated. Philip calls him boss as well. So does Ike, as you can see there. He was not on long enough for boss, I think. Tyron, I disagree. Jota is boss. You can be boss. Let's go for Gravenberch and Endo. I'm going to kind of do these two together because they weren't on for long. I'm just going to go sound and sound for both of them. I hope you'll kind of agree with that one. I don't think we need to go into it too much. So for me, my best player, I'm going to give it to Matip. I know, and I'll hear arguments. I'll hear arguments for Mac Allister. I'll hear arguments for Szoboszlai. I'll hear arguments for Salah. These three in particular, but I'm going to give it my man of the match to Joel Matip. I know I said Dan done a poll on the Twitter and you guys who voted on that, give it to Dominic Szoboszlai, and listen, no argument on me, he was fantastic. But I've gone Matip as my man of the match. I thought he was brilliant. Virgil would have given it to Ali, maybe for the save. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm going to go Matip. I know you guys disagree. Moses would have given it to Szoboszlai. Ethan would have given it to Salah. Sal would have given it to Szoboszlai, and so did Faye. Elvis agrees with me and says Matip was my man of the match. And yeah, Norm of the area says plenty of shouts, and you're absolutely right. Philip would have given it to Darwin. Loads and loads and loads. That's the best thing about these things, isn't it? When Liverpool play well and we're having an argument over who was man of the match, that's a perfect Liverpool performance. It's really, I think, right away, I thought West Ham were really good. And I think Liverpool, in the end, just were too good for them. And I think that's a really good sign. Because it wasn't like Liverpool, when they scored, were absolutely falling to bits. West Ham scored a good goal and they made some good chances. But Liverpool's best players and Liverpool's players in general stood up. I thought it was an excellent Liverpool performance. Really, and it's justified. Look at that. So many bosses and so many sounds. And I think that I'm with it. I think it was excellent. I think Liverpool were really, 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 really good. Let's have a little look. Baker said I would have given Matip and Gomez, and you're messing. You obviously wasn't watching the same game as me, pal. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, let's have a little look. Philip says it's much better than everyone arguing over who's man of the match when everyone is in lower sound or you're messing. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're hard games when you're trying to pick a man of the match there. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. That is the player ranking show. If you want to play a rating show where all these guys get a mark out of 10, redmenplus.com is the place to be. Errol and Dan going through, giving all of these guys a bit more in-depth coverage and a bit of a number out of 10 as well. But thank you so much for checking this one out. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep on enjoying the post-match content here on Redmen TV's YouTube channel. Search for us on your podcast app as well, because we're over there for you. And of course, Redmen Plus is the place to be. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all later. Ta-ra.
Thank you so very, very much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. The season is now well underway. If you need extra Redmen content, be it podcasts, videos, documentaries, interviews, and general shows, fill your boots on redmenplus.com today.